Hey guys, I'm not starting over. I just did this. I started a video and I like completely forgot what I was going to say. I think maybe it's because I was doing the Stitch with Me's where I'm talking but I'm not looking at my phone, and now that I'm looking at my phone I like don't know what to do. It feels really weird. Like I feel like I've never done this before. Obviously I have. So anyway, if I haven't said already, this is Flosstube number 23. Thank you for joining me. If you're new here, I would appreciate it if you haven't already, if you would subscribe. And if you're already a subscriber, thank you, and thanks for hanging out with me. So it's been about a week and a half or so since I made my last Flosstube. I'm back on schedule now. I have posted a couple more Stitch with Me's, and I'm really enjoying doing those. I'm going to continue that, as long as it works out. Yesterday, Parker and I went to the splash pad and we had a lot of fun. I will insert a video here of him playing at the splash pad. Okay, so hopefully that worked where I could insert a video. And it was nice getting out of the house, and the splash pad is awesome because it's free and you just show up, get you a spot, and the kids can play. So he had a lot of fun, and hopefully we can make it there about once a week or so. He was really worn out last night, and that was good. He still wanted me to spray him with the water hose last night, so I did spray him with the water hose a little bit, but and I promised him I would do it again today, but that's fine. As long as he's having fun, that's what being a kid and summer vacation's all about. It's just having fun and, not worrying about schoolwork and all that stuff. So other than that, we've just had a typical week, nothing crazy going on. I really enjoyed watching everybody's StitchCon videos and posts. So some people have put out their Flosstubes where they talk about StitchCon. There weren't a ton of people tagging I was following the hashtags on Instagram for StitchCon and StitchCon 2021, and I was really shocked at the lack of posts. And I guess it's because people are just so busy, they don't have time to post on social media unless they just naturally are used to doing that. So I guess that's why. I have noticed there's more posts that I'm seeing for StitchCon B, so I really want to go next year. I talked to Parker about it and I said, what would you think about if Mommy left for 4 days and 3 nights to go to a cross stitch retreat? And he's like, no. So he's just really set in his routine, and me not being here is a huge change to his routine. So it's not that, obviously his dad would take great care of him, that's not an issue, it's just a routine thing. So he's like, no. So I looked at my husband looked at me, and my husband said, what if I let you stay up till 1 a.m.? Because that's Parker saying he always asked to stay up till 1 a.m. to play. And we let him do it one night a week on Friday nights. We let him stay up till 1 a.m. and he just thinks it's like the biggest thing ever. So, because he has a late bedtime anyway. So 1 a.m. for him, he goes to bed at 11:30. So 1 a.m. is not that much longer. But we do it Friday night because typically my husband doesn't have to work the next morning. So anyway, he's like, what if I let you stay up till 1 a.m., buddy? And Parker was like, okay. So, I know when it comes time, he will change his tune. But, if I get to go, then it will probably take about 3 or 4 months of preparation of kind of like stepping back and having my husband do things that I typically do to get him used to someone else doing his routine. So we'll see. I would like to. We'll see if it works out. That's a year away, and I don't even know how, the wait list and all that stuff. I don't know. So we'll see if it works out. But anyway, I'm happy for all my Flosstube friends who are at StitchCon. I'm living vicariously through you, and I hope that you guys are having an awesome time. And probably when you watch this, you're going to be back home exhausted trying to catch up with everything. So anyway, I hope it's a great weekend for everybody. I know the cicadas are up there, and when I was 19, the cicadas, whatever you call it, bloom, I mean, whatever, they appeared, they swarmed in the town that I went to college in, and it, oh, man, it was a summer semester, so there weren't a ton of people on campus, but there were so many cicadas that the landscapers would take leaf blowers and they would blow them into piles and clean them up. That's how many cicadas there were. And every time I walked to class, they would be like going all over me, and even though they don't really do anything, it just feels like, so all of you guys that have the cicadas right now, I feel you. And they're loud. They're really loud. So, okay, I'm going to get started. I did have a question, and it was from Vicky, and Vicky asked me what color I used on my Winter Rose Manor. So I'm going to go ahead and pull that out. And Janet Jabber, if you're watching, your little bird that you stitched for your smalls and you're stitching again, I turned mine into a project bag, so that's always an idea. Winter Rose Manor is by Brenda Gervais with a needle and thread. I'm going to show the chart. If you're new here, I am stitching this as a tribute to my mom, and she has 2 children, me and my brother. My brother passed away in 2018, and I wanted this to be a special piece for her. She always called us her baby bird. She always has. She still does. And so the male cardinal represents my brother, the female cardinal represents me, and the pink house represents my mom, because she's the home, she's what always kept us together. And as a side note, we had a house that was white with pink shutters. So just a little update. If you've been with me for a while, you know that story. But I was having difficulty getting this done because of the emotional attachment with it, and so I chose it for the 25/7, 25 minutes a day, 7 days a week. Basically, when I wake up and start stitching, I pick this up and I turn on Flosstube and I stitch on it for the first 25-30 minutes of a Flosstube video. And let me show you where I'm at. And I had mentioned before that I wanted to take a picture of this with my husband's iPhone, because the pink house does not really show up. It's a little bit better right there, but it kind of gets blown out on this. And I am working on the fence. But to answer your question, this color is conch. And the thing is, though, with conch is I have seen the houses where people have used, that's the called for color, but some of the skeins are way more pink and some of them are way more cream. I think mine's kind of in between. It is pink, but it's not a saturated pink. So that's on 25 count Lori Holt Prim Lugana. I love stitching on that. So mine is really big, and my dog's gonna bark. There's some kind of truck out there. I don't know. It must be a delivery truck next door or something. Okay, so moving on through my whips. These aren't any kind of order. They're just piled up next to me. My dog's laying on some of them, Rosie. This is Trucking Along June, and I have lost my cover sheet for that, but I will assume that if you're watching me, you're familiar with the Stitching with the Housewives Trucking Along series. I mean, Trucking Along July, not June, I'm sorry. And I can't remember where I was last video, but I made pretty good progress on this. I know this week I filled in this truck, and I added the spray of flowers coming out from here. So I'm almost done with the truck. I got to finish this tire and then bring my border down and do this part. So I'm doing good on that. I love this. This has been a really fun stitch. That's on 14 count chalkboard black Ada. And my next stitching with the Housewives project is my July calendar crates. Man, this pattern. Oh, it's been a rough one. Okay, so here it is. I'm going to zoom in. I know, again, if you're watching me, you're probably very familiar with this pattern. I feel like I have put so many hours into this and I get nowhere. I don't know what, it's just so many little parts. So many tiny parts. So this is where I am. So Courtney of Courtney Stitches Please, she inspired me to get this flag done. There's just a couple stitches missing because I ran out of red and I was going to wait until I did some other red to finish that. Last night I tried to put in these flowers. I put in some of the green. The green doesn't show up very well on this fabric. It's Little Sprout, and I have other skeins of this where it's a lighter green, and I actually, Little Sprout and 4-leaf clover, I have from Classic Colorworks, I have skeins of those that look exactly the same. If you weren't looking at the tags, you would think they're the same color. So I'm thinking maybe they darkened Little Sprout to, you know, and it's a little bit darker than what it used to be, and that's why it's not really popping on this fabric. But there's just a couple tiny spots where you use green, so it's not a big deal. So honestly, I just want to get this done. I refuse to put this up and not finish it, because if I put this up, I don't think I'll ever get it done. And I really like the end result. It's just killing me. Oh, it's killing me. Oh, it's the whip that never ends. But I like I said, the end result will be worth it. And I got my August one, and I want to start the August one so badly, but I'm not gonna start it until this gets done. So, okay, so I forgot to show this on my last Flosstube. I had started the Lizzie Kate Buzzy string, and a couple Flosstubes ago I had mentioned losing this pattern. I had pulled it out to use, and then I lost it, and I lost my fabric. I lost my Lori Holt fabric, and when I was looking for that, I found this. It actually had fell behind my desk. It was between the desk and the wall. So the desk is a big wooden roll top desk, so it's, you know, it slipped back behind there. So my fabric wasn't there, because I was hoping that the fabric maybe was sitting on top and just rolled back there. No, but I did find this. So I'm going to pause this just a second. Okay, so back to my Buzzy string. I had started this before, and I had gotten this part done, and last night I started working on this, and I really like this. It's fun, it's quick, but I realized I'm actually off on my counting, and these are one row too low, so I have to fix that. I'm not gonna take it out, because honestly, once the whole thing's done and it's finished and everything, I mean, it's not gonna be a big deal. But I really love this. I had a couple of the called for colors, but the rest of them I'm just using colors from my stash. So I really love that. That was Stitchy Kindness from Candace K. So thank you, Candace. Right, next whip. Okay, this whip has a story. If you watch my Stitch With Me, then you already know this. If you don't watch my Stitch With Me's, then let me tell you about it. So I had this kit that I bought from eBay, and it's Dimensions Gold Collection Christmas Village Ornaments. This is from 2006. I bought this on eBay for about $20. And on my Stitch With Me, I pulled it out because I really wanted to try it. And I chose which one I wanted to do, and I chose the pink Victorian. It has Santa on the roof. And it's been years and years since I have used a Dimensions kit. And I may have purchased a Dimensions gold kit when I was younger, but I certainly didn't finish one. So I was a little surprised when I opened it up and I saw it. So what happened is I chose my pattern and I was looking at the key and I realized that all the threads come on these things right here. And it's wadded up because it's, you know, it's a hot mess. I have 2 of these. There's supposed to be 3, so one of them's missing. And I thought they were DMC, but when I was reading, they're actually not DMC, and I can tell when I stitch with it. But I can easily just substitute the colors I'm missing with DMC. And I was really confused at first because the instructions said that, okay, the instructions said there would be numbers identifying which of these colors belonged on which chart. But if you look, I'm going to see if I can get this. If you look, I don't know if it's going to focus. There are these tiny little numbers right here. And it's probably not focusing, but there's only, of all these colors, there's only like 5 of them that are actually marked for which chart. So, but that's okay. I can figure it out. I had a hard time when I was doing the Stitch With Me because I was filming myself and I was nervous and trying to figure out what I was doing. But I put it away, and when I went later that day, I pulled it out and I used the key to pull the colors I needed, and I started it. And this is 18 count fabric that came in the kit, and I love it. I love it. It's so much fun. It's so different than what I'm used to, and it's not really big. These are half stitches, and I'm really, sorry, let's try to see what my camera's saying. I'm really enjoying stitching this. The first section is one color of a half stitch. The second layer that I've put in is actually 3 strands, and it's 2 colors. So it's 2 strands of a light blue and 1 strand of a light purple, and it just, I'm not sure if it'll pick up on there, but it just gives it a really pretty shimmery effect, which is the sunset look that's in the thing. And someone has suggested on the video that I could use a light blue fabric instead of worrying about all those half stitches, and that is a good idea if you don't want to do it. I had already stitched a lot of this when I saw that comment, but that's a great idea. And there's so many hand-dyed fabrics that have those colors in it. It would be awesome for these ornaments, and they'll really cut back on how many stitches you have. But I'm enjoying it. I said on my Stitch With Me, by the time I got halfway like to here, I was already thinking I want to get some more gold Dimensions kits because I love the detail. And it makes me understand a little bit more about the you guys that do Hades, because the detail you get with that kind of stitching is just, oh, it's beautiful. It's like artwork. It is artwork. So I'm enjoying that. I don't know if I'll work any more on it this month. I'm going to put that in my Jolly July rotation. So I am going to keep it out in my current whip basket so that if I just feel like stitching it, I can. But the plan is it will be a Jolly July project. Okay, so I'm not going to pull this out, but I made a decision on my Santa's Village. Just to recap, I messed up on my second house on this one, which is, this is a printout, but on this one is 5 rows too high, and I went back and forth ever since I realized I messed it up on whether to take it out or to leave it in and make adjustments. And I was this close to leaving it in, But then I was looking at Priscilla's of Stitching with Housewives blog. I was looking for another project on there, and I came across her finish of this. And when I looked at her finish of it, I thought, no, I'm not fudging that. I want it to look like that. I want it to be, you know, I'm putting so much work into it. I'm just going to do it right. So I started taking the stitches out. Immediately regretted it. It's a pain in the butt. I have never taken so many stitches out. I even tried to pull my seam ripper out. Of course, my seam ripper, it just doesn't work for that. So, it's painful. It's painful. And it's so bad that I thought, I'm only on the second house. Maybe I should just start the whole project over. So, I don't think I'm going to do that. I think I'm just going to try to unpick a little bit every day until I get it done and then start that house over. So, anyway, that's what I decided to do on my Santa's Village. And I have one more cross stitch whip. Okay. This one, oh no, I pulled the wrong bag. Just a second. That's not the right project. Okay. I'm probably going to have to edit that out because I'm reaching across the couch. Anyway. This, I'm so excited. If you're on my Instagram, you've already seen this. But I'm stitching I'm stitching Barbara Anna's A Night of All Fears, and it's part 1 of a 5-part series. And when you do them all together, it looks like that. It's 5 different colors of fabric. The one I'm doing it's like a Halloween version first. It's the top layer. And this is on 32 count Purple Passion Belfast linen. And it's really, that's pretty accurate. It's pretty close. It's hard to get this purple to show up correctly. That's probably as close as I've ever gotten it. But I am halfway through. I got to the halfway mark of that. It's really hard to see if you guys can see it. I'm going to try to zoom in. So, I love this. I can't wait to get started on the second half. I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. So much fun. All those little motifs, the cat, the bat, the witch. Oh, it's so cute. There's a million color changes. So that's what takes all the time. All the color changes. It's worth it though. Here's my floss. It's a little bit messy, but I mean, look at all those colors. It's crazy. Barbara Anna, I love her designs. Love them, love them, love them. That's it for my cross stitch whips. I have one quilting whip to show you. I worked on my folktail. Well, my fabric is folktail, but it's for the Fat Quarter Shop Serendipity quilt along. And this is the row that I've been working on. I think this is row 5. So I finished this block. And there's 3 other blocks like this, and I have everything done on the blocks. I have all of these pieces sewn, cut and sewn. I just have to stitch them together. So all my middle blocks are done. All of these are done. These are all paper pieced, which the paper's off of them now. Square into squares. So I'm loving that. And hopefully next Flosstube I will have a lot more to show with this quilt. I need to get my butt in gear because I've let it sit there too many weeks without working on it. Now I am ready for Stitchy Kindness. I had Anonymous donate to my Buy Me a Coffee link, and I just want to say thank you. That's very kind of you. I appreciate your generosity and kindness. So thank you from the bottom of my heart for your Buy Me a Coffees. And for haul, oh, now I want to do wish list first. For wish list, I have 2 things. Now, I have seen a million things that I love, but these 2 things I really want to point out. The first one is the new release It's a collaboration between the Blue Flower and Lindy Stitches, and it's called Saltwater Scrapbook. I am in love with this. It's 9 individual patterns. 5 of them are in the Lindy Stitches. Sorry, Mo's just hit my table that he's chasing his tail and stuff. He just hit my table that my tripod's on. So Lindy Stitches, she did 5 of the blocks, and Janine, I think that's her name, from the Blue Flower, did 4 of the blocks, and you can stitch them as smalls, you can stitch them as one piece, and I fell in love with this project. It's on my wish list. It's something I'd like to stitch for next year. I think at this point I'm going to be starting Jolly July, and after Jolly July I'm going to be doing probably fall stuff, so I don't have any plans on starting this, so I'm not gonna buy it or anything right now. I'm just gonna wait, but I do plan on getting that at some point. And the other thing I wanted to show was I saw this on Fat Quarter Shop's Flosstube this week, and it's Madame Chantilly's Summer Corner, and I just thought it was so cute. There's a cat with a little fish bowl, and I thought that was the cutest little thing ever. So I honestly don't think I would actually buy this and stitch it. I just fell in love with it and wanted to share it with you guys. Maybe I would, maybe I wouldn't. I don't know. It's not that I don't like it. It's just that I have a huge Madame Chantilly piece that I haven't even gotten anything on. So I would need to work on that before I bought another one. So I hope this is a new series for her, because it's called Summer Corner. So I'm thinking there's going to be a fall corner, Christmas corner, you know, sort of like her tiered tray ones. I can't think what they're called. But anyway, so those are my 2 things I want to show for wish list. And now I'm going to move on to haul. Alright, so I'll save the big thing for last. If you're on my Instagram, you already know what it is. Okay, so I received my Classic Colorworks Floss Fix from Fat Quarter Shop, and it's purple. Absolutely, I think they call it Concord Jam is what they called it. Let me try to get something white to show these on. Okay, so the first color is Pixie Dust, and there we go. It's like pink and purples mixed. Pink, purple, and blue. The next color is Plum Paisley. I have used this on there we go. I've used this on a Halloween chart, and I love it. Plum Paisley is a great color. Great color. The next one is called Argyle Socks, and it is a, sorry, I gotta catch these in just the right light. That one's not picking up very well. There we go. It's blue and purple. It's a darker color. Or, no, it's like gray and purple. It's really cool. It'd be very cool for Halloween. Wisconsin Woods. This is a beautiful color. I love that color. Sugar Plum. All of these are beautiful. That's a lighter grayish purple. Very, very pretty. I don't have very many purples in my stash, so this is fun to add some purples. And this one's called Purple Aster. So I'm going to show them all together. This is a great collection. So for my giveaway today, I'm going to give away 2 of these because I have them in my stash already. I have Pixie Dust in my stash, and I have Wisconsin Woods in my stash, and these are both really pretty colors. One's more fall, one's more spring. So I already have these, so I want to give these away. If you are interested in winning these skeins of floss, just use the word floss in the comments. You don't have to make up a sentence. The only reason I need the word floss is for the random comment picker to search through the comments for the comments that say floss. So you can type whatever you want, just as long as it says floss. Okay, so that will be the giveaway for this week. Yeah, I really like those colors. Loud truck driving by. And my next piece of haul is for Jolly July. This is Into All a Good Night from Stitching with the Housewives. And I had most of the floss, but I had to order a few skeins that I didn't have, which is Really Tilly, Jolly Holly, and Roasted Chestnut. I did not have those three colors. So that will be in my Jolly July rotation. I'm not sure. I may do a short video talking about what I'm going to do for Jolly July, or I may just add it for next week. I'm not sure. I haven't chosen everything, so I'm working on it. Also got my new calendar crates for August, which is the 14 count chalkboard black Witchelt, and this will be enough to cut off a piece for the calendar, for the Into All a Good Night. So I'm going to do that, and my August calendar crates. And this is the floss pack that came with it. So, and I think what I'm going to do is, a lot of people have said that they're running out of the bamboo color on their calendar crates. So my plan is to alternate months. So this month I'm using bamboo on the first set, which is July. And then when I do this one, I'm going to use this DMC substitute, which is $38.65. And I'll just add this bamboo to my stash. So the next month, I will have extra bamboo to use bamboo, if that makes sense. I'm going to alternate months between the bamboo Classic Colorworks and the $38.65. That way, on the months that I use bamboo, I have plenty of that color. Because honestly, it all looks the same to me. I mean, I can't tell the difference on my Housewives projects that I use $38.65 or the bamboo. So, I'm not worried about it. Okay, this was an eBay purchase. I love these, and I've been wanting one of these for a long time. This is the Bent Creek photo booth. This is, sorry about the glare, let me pull that out. This is Fall Friends. And it is an owl and a cat and pumpkins. And I love these. They look like the little, where you get your 4 pictures, the photo booths. And we have a few of these that we've taken at little, you know, like at the kids' birthday places and stuff like that, that Parker and I have done and Mike and I have done. So I just really love these. I think they're so cute and they're so funny. It's hard to show that without the glare, but they're really, really funny. And it came with a fabric and a bead. I don't know what this fabric is. I guess it says. It says it's 32 count linen. So, I don't know what kind of linen, but 32 count linen. So, I really like that. That will definitely be started this year. Hopefully finished. It's not very big. I want most of those. There's a couple I don't like. Well, it's not that I don't like them. I just don't think I would stitch them. But I want most of them because I think they're super cute. The next thing is a fabric haul. And I love these fabrics. I'm thinking about selling a few project bags. I'm going to make a couple and just see if I'm happy. I want them to be high quality to sell. I don't want to try to sell something that I wouldn't buy. So if I'm not happy with it, then I'll use it for myself. And if I'm happy with it, I'll sell it. So this is the first little set that I bought to make project bags out of. And this is a Halloween fabric. It's so cute. It's like a light pink background. It has glitter, pumpkins, crows, flowers. It's super cute. And this is Robert Kaufman. Totally Twilight is the name of the collection. And this is a coordinating print that goes with it. And it has a little bit of glitter in it. So I thought those were really cute. This is some Christmas fabric that I bought. And I got the gingham. And this is like trees. And this is stockings. And this line, I'm not sure if I got the selvage on here. Let me see. I bought all these from Etsy. Okay, this is Riley Blake. I see that, but I'm going to see if I can find the actual name of the fabric line. Right now, all I can see is Riley Blake. Try one more. Okay. I will add it to the bottom of the screen. I'll go back and look at my invoice. Oh, wait a second. I've got my invoice right here. Farmhouse Christmas from Riley Blake. And I bought all of these from Stitches and Giggles for You on Etsy. And I will give you the link to that Etsy shop in my description box. Okay, this is Halloween 2. I fell in love with these. The first two are this print, which is like a a word search. And it has the tiny little motifs. Look at that little pink pumpkin. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. And I got two colorways of this. I got the orange and the cream. And then to go with these, I got, this is the same print, but in different colorways. It's like a little trick-or-treat village. To show it into the camera. It's super cute. It's got little trick-or-treaters on it. Here's the blue colorway. Okay, look at this. Wait, let me find it. Look at this weenie dog. Oh, look at that weenie dog bunny. It's so cute. The bunny rabbit. The hedgehog. Let's see what else I can find. Okay, here's a set. The little animals. It's so hard to show. Look at that. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. Look at that. It's adorable. So, and this line is also Riley Blake. And it is called Tiny Treaters. So I'll link this shop and I'll put the titles in my video when I edit it. So I fell in love with that fabric for project bags. So we'll see how that goes. I'm going to work on that soon. And if I sell them, they'll be on my Instagram. So we'll see. The last thing I have is something that is so special. Oh, y'all, it's so special. Okay. Let me get a drink. I saw these bags on Bobby's channel, Pumpkin Creek Primitives, and she had a bag maker named her name is Jen, but her Instagram name is Jasmine Ravenclaw. Make her some bags. Then I followed her on Instagram, and I saw Janet Jabber had gotten a bag. And it was so cute. It had fireflies on it. And I thought, this was right before Mother's Day. I thought, okay, I want a bag. So I messaged her and I said, I'd like to order a bag or whatever. So she told me to go on to Spoonflower and choose a fabric. So I originally wanted a fabric with cute cats on it. And I started looking at Spoonflower and it just wasn't, the fabric wasn't calling to me. And I thought, what is important to me? Yes, quilting, stitching, and all that, but at the time, this was about 2 days or something. It was really close to Mother's Day. It may have even been after Mother's Day. But I was really struggling with things in relation to being a mom of a child with autism. And I thought, okay, what is so special to me? And it is the fact that I am a special needs mom and being an autism mom, and I thought, okay, an autism fabric is what I want. So I searched autism fabric and I saw this, and I just knew instantly it was perfect. So I ordered this for myself as a combo Mother's Day birthday gift. And this is the result. If you see my Instagram. So the reason I chose this fabric is if you zoom in, there's a shark family. Now, when I saw this, I did not think of that song that we shall not name. I thought, oh, there's a family that represents us. The song did not even cross my mind until Jen posted this bag on her Instagram, and somebody commented and said, oh, that song, whatever, they like hate that song, or they're tired of hearing it, or now the song's stuck in their head. They said something like that, and I was like, I never even thought about it, because other than like memes, Parker's too old to listen to the song, and other than memes or something, I mean, you know, he's too old for that, so it wasn't like I didn't think about it. The reason I fell in love with this is because my husband and I, we both feel the same way. Like, you know, of course, as parents, you know, your child is precious, but there's something about having an only child, and that only child has autism, and that was just the meaning of that, and like the experience and how that has brought us closer together as a family. The daddy shark, and he has a little rainbow unicorn, and the mommy shark with a little rainbow unicorn, and the baby shark. And if you get really close, the baby shark has autism puzzle pieces on his fin. And I saw this fabric and I lost it. So I sent the link to Jen, and she got the fabric, and then she showed me some options for the accent vinyl, and I chose this dark blue, and then I asked her to add a pop of pink, because the mom's pink fin, I wanted a pop of pink. So she came up with this, and I absolutely love it. And the hardware, this is her card, which y'all probably can't see that. I'll link it. Here's the zipper, and let me see if I can't get the zipper pull. And I love that. It's like, to me, and she knows the meaning behind it. To me, that's like the mommy star and the baby star. I love it. It's rainbow. And then the inside, she did this side, which is blue, and it has nice, this is like really heavy duty, nice big pockets. And then on the other side has a zipper, and it's pink. And this is so special, she added a zipper pull that is the Autism Awareness Heart. Here's the problem. I don't want to use it. I want to put it on a shelf and never touch it. This is so special to me that I'm afraid to use it. I haven't used it. It's like, I literally think I might put it on a shelf because it's so special. I just want to look at it, and I'm afraid of it getting dirty. I'm afraid of something happening to it. And typically that's not me. Typically I'm the kind of person that's like, use it. There's no point in having things that you don't use. But this is so special. Oh, if something happened to it, it would break my heart. You know, but I know I need to use it. But I love it. I love it so much. Oh, I love it. Thank you, Jen, if you're watching this. Thank you so much. I mean, I was blown away. And she's, aside from the meaning of the fabric and everything, the bag is so well made. It is very well made. So if anything happened to it, it would be something that I did. It's not because of the bag. But I love it. I love it so much. So if you're thinking about getting, and this is the everyday tote. She has the extra large everyday tote. She has a backpack. She has a lot of different styles that you can pick from. So if you are interested, and she's in Canada, if you are interested, I'll link her Instagram. You just message her on Instagram. Let me look at her card to make sure that's correct. Yeah. Just message her and talk to her about it, because she will work with you and get you a custom bag that means something to you, or whatever you want. Oh, Betsy Klager, she's another floss tuber. If you don't watch her, she got one with cats that look like her cat Hamilton, and I mean, that thing is so stinking adorable. Stacy from Stacy C Stitches, she got a beautiful purple bag. I'm trying to think if there's anybody else I've seen order them. If you watch Pumpkin Creek Primitives, Bobby has gotten a ton of bags from her. So she makes, if you look at her Instagram, her bags run the gamut of styles and colors and all that. So if you're looking for something that's custom made, one of a kind, check her out. It's wonderful. So I love my bag. Love it. Gosh, this video isn't very long. Oh yeah, it is. I think I stopped and started again. I was like, wow, it says 32 minutes. I'm thinking, it's only been 32 minutes? But I think I stopped and hit record again. Okay, so the last thing I haven't got to is the giveaway. So the giveaway winner for Barnyard Bakery, which I don't have over here, is my Pasta Stash of Barnyard Bakery, is Kathy Burr. So Kathy, just message me on Instagram at Crystal Rowe, or email me crystalrowe96@gmail.com. All of that is in the description box, and give me your address so I can get your pattern out. And I hope that you guys have enjoyed this video, and join me next week if you want to do the stitch with me. I'm going to try to cut it back to 30 minutes. They ran a little bit over this week, but I really want it to be like 30 minutes so it's not too much. And I think that's it. Oh, is there anything else? Oh, no. I think that's it. So, oh, I don't have any new under 1,000 subs clubs because I just haven't gotten to watching new floss tubers that were under 1,000, but I did watch a new to me floss tube channel that I had seen recommended by a ton of people in the Stitching with the Housewives group, and that is the Corn Huskers Stitchers, or I will link it. I know y'all are like correcting me because I'm probably the last person to check their channel out, but I love their channel. It was great. I'm trying to think if there's anybody else I saw that I had never seen before. I think that's it. But I've subscribed to a bunch of new channels that I just haven't gotten to yet. And I just want to say thank you for watching me, because there are so many floss tube channels. And I know there's so many good channels that I haven't gotten to, and I may never get to, because there's a really wide variety of floss tubes, which is great. There's something for everybody. So, and if you have a floss tube channel and I have not mentioned it, or I don't know about it, please leave in the comments if you have a floss tube channel that I don't know about. And if you have came here from another floss tuber, give them a shout out in my comments so that I know and I can thank them, and maybe I can check out a new channel that I haven't seen before. So I hope y'all have a great weekend, and I will see you next week. Bye.